This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We are here in Billingsgate Market. It's officially the start of fight week for Riyadh season, Wembley edition. Mr. Josh Warrington, how are you, mate?
Not so bad, not so bad. The circus has started, hasn't it? It's incredible today how much media presence is here. I've always thought it's been busy in Leeds when I'm speaking to local media and whatever, but this is another level. You know, people have come from worldwide, and I do feel sorry for them heavyweights because they're going to be here all day.
Definitely, but you said about the scale of this kind of event. You've fought at stadiums, you've headlined at Wembley, in Leeds. But is this going to be a little bit different on Saturday night? Is this a different type of pressure?
In what sense?
In the sense that this could be the biggest boxing event of all time.
I mean, I'm not looking at that, but to be fair, it's all well and good. It's nice to put on the CV after, but ultimately, I'm just looking at Anthony Cacace, and that's it. Looking at the fight in front of me, 96,000 there. You know, heavyweight world title fighters, main event. Liam Gallagher turning up, but again, it doesn't matter. It's just about me winning the fight, and that's all I'm concerned about at this moment in time. Last
week, the face-off between you and Anthony got released. It's very civilised between the two of you. We're not going to see that really change throughout the week, are we, with you and Anthony Cacace?
Not from my no. Listen, I've already seen him already. He shook his hand. You know, him and his team all respectful. Just is what it is, isn't it? Them boys are straight talking. I mean, I've boxed Mike Lindsay, Patrick Island, Carl Frampton, all being respectful throughout and after, and that's all I've been as well. And I think they appreciate that. So yeah, it's no but respect. When the first bell goes, we're going to have a fucking barnstormer. We're going to touch gloves, be respectful there. First bell goes, have a barnstormer, and be respectful after. And you know what? Some people might say, fucking boring them too, you know. But it's
you know, we want some fireworks this week.
Yeah, of course. People like drama and stuff. But what about when look at Bellew and Cleverly years ago? All the drama and it was shite fight. Both of them. It's like you'd rather have barnstormer fights. You know, no one remembers like Mickey Ward and Arturo Gatti. Like, all right, Barrera and Morales hate each other, but you know, it's the fights that you remember really, not the pushing and shoving at press conference. You only remember the pushing and shoving when the fight's shite. So let the fight do it. Let the boxing and the punches being thrown do the talking.
Yeah, I think when there's so many other fights, we've already seen it spill over with AJ Dubois, Josh Warrington, Willie Hutchinson. Is your main job just to make sure it's the best fight on the night and get a massive win on your CV?
Well, this is it. Being attending in the ring, like I say, I'd be an absolute knob one if I started like screaming and shouting like, "What's Josh doing?" And he's been really respectful, and I just started acting like a bell end. It's not my makeup. The only time I've ever acted like that is when people have gone against me, and that's it. So yeah, I think it's fatal to start doing that now.
Just a bit, mate. How's camp been with those extra few pounds to play with?
Fucking huge, mate. Look, I've still got calves. I feel fantastic. You know, it's been real nice. It's been a pleasure to have that extra bit of weight and yeah, you know, somewhere throughout camp. I wish I'd have done it a few years ago, but you can't cry over spilled milk. I got to a stage where I used to like being a certain weight, and there was one stage of the camp where I'd start dipping under a certain weight, and I'd come right low, and I feel like sharpness is coming. But I feel like recently, over the last few years, it's been nice sat there with you, like a bit heavier, a bit more in me. And like normally, I've been looking like I don't know, like Skeletor or something like. but now I feel a lot healthier. I feel you know, obviously there's still weight to come off, but I feel better with it. I feel stronger. So I think it's going to be rolling back the years when the first bell rings on the Saturday night.
Do you feel a lot different this Monday fight week to back in October? From that weight perspective, just as you say, Skeletor, like.
Fucking only that long ago, I can't remember. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I made weight last time really steadily. I think because against Lopez, I didn't make it great. Christmas time and stuff like that, and my jaw and all that bollocks. I didn't make it great, and then ended up feeling that on the day of the weigh-in. I felt like really ropey, but I noticed that I changed things up on the last one, and yeah, I made the weight easy. So if I'm comparing the two, yeah, this time around I feel a lot better.
Josh, what has happened with the IBF situation? I feel like reports have just come out a matter of hours ago. From your perspective, what has happened from the fight getting agreed, the fight getting announced, to now this title not being on the line?
No idea. And that's the truth. I was surprised when they sanctioned it from, they sanctioned the fight. I was surprised that they allowed me to be on the fight.
So they did sanction it?
Yeah, they did sanction it, yeah, at first they did. And then there were talks of me going away I had to get a win. And then that fell through, and we didn't know why. And then they were like, oh, I don't know if it's gonna be online. And then it was ums and ahs, and I've kind of just forgot about it and just focused on training. Because for me, ultimately, yeah, the belt's nice, but it's for the name. And I think the IBL's still online, and the fight's still big. And at the end of the day, when you get to a stage of your career, I've already won the IBF twice. I'll still call myself three-time world champion by winning IBO. I still will. And like I say, I think it's a stage where am I chasing belts? I don't think I'd want one belt and then fucking have 89 defences against nobody. I'd rather have names. I'd rather have fucking...
Look back on those fights with Frampton, Selby.
Exactly, I'd rather have fucking souls on my CDV. Them names, Selby, Frampton, Martinez, Amagasa, he's boxed them all, the fucking Island Wood. No matter what happened, whatever result, he boxed them, so yeah. That's what it's about.
Is a little bit frustration with the IBF though, because it has happened before at a different weight division with yourself, obviously slightly different, but you did have to vacate the title before.
Yeah, I mean six IBF world title fights. They've earned probably a lot of commission off of myself or sanctioning fees or whatever. I'm an IBF ring holder, and they can't just allow it. They allowed it and they didn't. Why did they pull the plug? So it's like, I don't know, there's some good things about the IBF, like with the £10 weight ruling and stuff like that, but then there's other things like this, and this is just the bollocks of boxing, isn't it? It's just, some would allow it, some wouldn't allow it, it's just, yeah. But I was, I was disappointed when I first heard it, but we just got to focus on the job in hand.
Yeah, well, thankfully it hasn't affected the fight. You mentioned earlier on in this interview about fighters like Gatti and Wald, and is that what we can expect on Saturday night, an absolute barn burner?
Well, I just look on getting the win, and however that comes, however I've got to adapt. I know that Anto's already said that, I like to just go forward and I throw a lot of punches and I'm pretty predictable, but I feel like we can adapt, and I've got a good team behind me. So however the fight comes, but if there is a chance to trade a little bit, then I might trade a little bit.
What are you more looking forward to, Joshua Dubois or Liam Gallagher live?
Fucking hell, G, it has to be, doesn't it? Listen, I'm a boxing fan, I love AJ and Dubois, it's a great fight, but fucking hell, if an old walks out as well, that's what it's all about, man, fucking the music for me.
Well, I think we're all hoping that, but not long to find out. Last one, what are your thoughts on the main event? Who wins, Joshua or Dubois?
At the minute, I'm going with AJ. I think he's got the edge about him at the minute. I think he's been on fire last couple of fights. With that being said, don't write off DDD. Daniel's dangerous, and I think he's most dangerous when he gets hurt as well. When he can pack a punch. So it's one of them where, if AJ knocks him out, I won't be surprised. But if Daniel rocks him and gets a knockout, I also wouldn't be surprised. So that's what makes it mouth-watering, and in front of 96,000 as well.
Excellent, Josh. Best of luck. I'll speak to you on Saturday night, and we'll see you throughout the week. Thank you very much, mate.